Hello, everyone. This is Chris Sciria, and that is Robert Harding, and this is the Citizen Sports. I know, no applause, right?
Nope.
Take a bow. The Citizen
The
Sports.
30-year-old Robert Harding.
Yes, he's a decade older now. How about that? Don't see any grays yet, but they're coming. They'll be coming. It's all downhill.
It is all downhill from here.
It's all downhill.
And then you turn 40, and then you turn 50.
Not have to worry about that yet.
One more year, though, right?
Yes,
after
next year.
After you turn 49 in June, that is.
Yeah.
This month.
I have to hit 49 first, so we'll see what happens. So.
Baby steps.
Alrighty, so this is our fine sports video. We are recording this on Thursday, June 2nd, 2016. So we're going to talk really two topics, and they are the finals of the NBA, which start tonight, and the NHL Stanley Cup finals, which started a few nights ago, and they're already two games in.
Yeah.
And so far it's Penguins. I guess we'll start with that first. The Penguins, you're the hockey expert. I'm going to defer to you, but are you surprised the Penguins took both games at home?
No. I think I have the Penguins winning this. I thought it'd be a little bit closer. Game 2 was pretty tight. Game 1 for that matter was pretty tight. San Jose had to play from behind though. I think things will even up a little bit more when the series shifts back to San Jose. Opportunity for them to kind of even things up here. Pittsburgh is just really good. I mean, they've got three strong lines, a young goalie who's playing well, and one of the best players in the league in Sidney Crosby. So that combination is going to be tough to beat.
Yeah, I still think San Jose is going to get at least one or two games there. I predicted the Penguins in 6. Yep. I still stand by that prediction. I think going back to California will help San Jose out. I think they'll probably win at least one, if not both games there. But I think the Penguins, like you just said, they're just too good, too strong. And it's fine. I was just reading a story about San Jose that, for them, this is their 25th year and they're finally in the Stanley Cup Finals and what it means to that franchise. I mean, I remember when they came into the league back in 1991. I mean, the big thing about them was their logo and their colors, the teal.
Yep.
That was a big. I actually had a San Jose Sharks T-shirt.
Really?
Yes, I did, back in the early 90s. So I actually had a Sharks T-shirt with that classic logo. It is a classic logo now. Yeah. The shark biting through the hockey stick. Although I would get rid of the triangle now. I think the triangle dates it. The triangle is definitely a late 80s, early 90s type graphic. I think they need to get rid of it, maybe put it in a circle or something, or just have it free.
Interesting.
So, but anyways, enough logo stuff, right?
Jersey critique.
Hey, we could do. Apologies to Paul Lucas. We could do a UniWatch video sometime. We could, but we're not going to today. Anything else about hockey?
No.
All right. NBA. This is the big one, folks. LeBron, Steph. I mean, this is. People are like thinking this is like the next coming of the Lakers and Celtics of the '80s. This is going to be a good series, no doubt about it. This will not be a sweep. I want this thing to go 7 games, and I want Cleveland to win the darn thing. Golden State won it last year. It was their first title since the mid '70s. I want Cleveland. Obviously, we've talked about Cleveland before. The city has not won a title in a major professional sport since 1964 with the Browns. I want them to win it. I just want to see what happens to Cleveland. Does the town go up in smoke? Is there such a jubilation that like a cloud just lifts off the Cuyahoga there?
Does Lake Erie get clean again?
I know. It's just look, we're going to make jokes about Cleveland. Everybody does. I mean, look, like I said, I've been to Cleveland a few times. It's a great city. People are nice. Enjoyed it immensely. It's an underrated city. There's a lot of good things about it. And I would love to see them get that title hex and see that ended for them. So, but like I said, LeBron. I mean, I think that there's a part of him that wants to kind of carry this team. But I think if he's smart, he'll kind of like he'll be the star obviously. But I think there's times where he needs to defer to his supporting cast and let them have an impact too. Because I think one-man teams just do not win championships. And look at the Bulls. I mean, they had Jordan, but they had Pippen and they had Rodman and Tony Kukoc and
Kukoc.
Yeah. So I mean, I think the Cavaliers have to not just depend upon LeBron. As for the Warriors, I mean, Klay Thompson, man, I mean that guy was epic in that semifinal against Oklahoma City, and I mean that's a heck of a 1-2 punch. Him and Curry, it's gonna be tough to slow down. I'm going Cleveland in 7. I'm going with my heart on this one. Head says go with the Warriors, maybe in 6, but I like the Cavs in 7.
Interesting. I think the difference this year is that Cleveland is healthy. If you remember last year,
Love was out.
the issue, Kevin Love being out, Kyrie Irving was banged up and then got banged up again in the final. They have some more pieces this year. I think because of that, they knew after last season coming so close, even with a banged up lineup, that we needed to bolster. The Cavs needed to bolster their lineup to go up against the Warriors. Even before the playoffs started, I think people saw this coming, that the Warriors and Cavs, the likely final this year again. And with LeBron, with Irving playing well, with Love being healthy and playing well, I think that can make a difference. And the one thing about the Warriors that worries me, which is why I'm picking the Cavs, is the way that last series played out. It was a great series, an all-time series, but it took them a lot to come back
and winning the 74 games too. That's the other thing. How much they have left in the tank. This team has put out a lot all season, and that, like I said, Cleveland's well rested. Although I wonder if there'll be any rust. That's something. Sometimes a team coming off the 7-game series playing the team that really kind of swept or just had an easy time.
Sure.
Sometimes that team coming off the harder series gets off to the better start in the finals, just because they're just rolling. They got momentum, and the team that obviously sat out for about a week is kind of rusty. So we'll see what happens. It's going to be fun no matter what. We'll definitely be keeping an eye on it. Maybe we'll discuss it next week. So we'll see.
I think. Really, it's the health factor. I think, last year the Cavs really did look good in that series until the injuries caught up with them. I think they can pull this out. If as long as those players stay healthy, I think they can win this series.
Cavs in 7 or 6?
I'll take them in 7.
Okay, 7. So I guess we agree. Wow, how about that?
Well, there's a first for everyone.
Let's sing Kumbaya. All right, folks, that does it for another edition of the Citizen Sports Weekly video. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week.